inspirational and fun to watch as I follow her. Please give it up for our guest speaker of the day, Miss Sabrina Greenlee.
Good afternoon. My name is Sabrina Greenlee, as she said, and yes, I am all over the place. I come here just to drop a couple of nuggets with you amazing people, and just to, let you know about a little bit about my testimony. 21 years ago, two people decided that I no longer needed to be on this earth. So they plotted to take my life. I was called to a place, and unbeknownst to me, he had a girlfriend where, she was inside, and he comes running out and he says, "Oh, baby, I called you here, but she said she's pregnant." And I was just dumbfounded because this was a guy I'd only been dating for three and a half months. But how many of y'all know he had no business having the keys to my home, the access to my children, my life, all in 3.5 months? So that means I was completely broken. And what I did was, standing out there in that breeze, so it burnt her hands trying to get to me. Okay? But look at me now. So what I did was, anyway, she threw this concoction on me. I instantly fell to the ground on my knees. Now, mind you, they didn't realize that I had 4 babies at home that I had left, running behind a man. I felt something warm hit my body, and before you know it, the curtain was coming over my eyes. I was laying there. All my body organs was shutting down, bleeding all over the place. I was losing all cognizance, and I found myself laying on my back, and I said, "Lord, is this how you want me to die?" Because here I am. I'm an only child now. I was born. My mother and father had 3 children, but here I am. I had to bury 2 brothers, one in '85 in a car accident, and as the car flipped, I was only 100 yards away. And I ran to his aid, and I held my little brother as he took his last breath at 12. I was only 14 years old. A few years later, in '97, my other brother that was in a car accident that day, he went to Clemson University. He went on to Indianapolis Colts. He got cut from the team. He went into a severe depression. A few years later, the police shot him twice in the heart. So here I am, had went through all of these adversities, and I found myself by myself. So I asked myself that day as I'm laying there, I said, "God, is this how I'm supposed to die? Is this what my brothers felt like? Because I am literally laying out here dying in front of strangers and people that have no significance for my life." At the age of 31, I went totally blind that day. They rushed me to Augusta Hospital. I stayed in the hospital over a month in a coma. I didn't know if I was dead or alive. They said I flatlined twice on the way there. But how many of y'all know the power of God? The enemy tried to take me out that day, but God said, "No, she's mine." And I started fighting. I didn't even know what was going on, but I got there. And all I knew was they said that the doctor said she's a fighter. They said she will not give up. So long story short, I came home totally blind, and I fought to get some sight. I lost my battle with my sight 8 years ago. Totally lost my battle with my sight, but I fought. I gave it one heck of a fight, and I lost it, but that's okay, because what I had to realize is the power of forgiveness. I totally forgave those people that day that had no understanding that I had to raise these 4 children by myself, because there was no daddies knocking on the door, nobody but me. And so we began to become one unit, but I had to first forgive, and I had to understand that it was not about me, because God knew what was going to happen when I was in my mother's womb. And he knew He knew that the steps I took, because I didn't have a great upbringing, but God knew. He knew that things was going to happen just how they was going to happen. And I needed to understand that it had to happen for a reason in order for me to be who I am today. So I began to understand that I needed to get this process. It was very hard. People come in and said, you know, I wouldn't forgive her. And I kept saying to myself, I need to. I just don't know how to, God. You're going to have to show me this one, because this one is tough. I forgave my mother and I forgave my father for the abandonment and for my mother being on crack for 35 years and me getting pregnant at the age of 16 and my other baby at the age of 18 and me living in the projects by myself. Sometimes I didn't even have food to feed my children. I forgave those people that turned their backs on me and all those men that abused me and beat me and put me in the hospital twice with a cracked rib, broken collarbone, black eyes. I forgave that man, you know, but this one's tough, God. This one's tough. They tried to take me up out of here. How many of y'all know the power of God? He will come and he will come and he will come just when you need him. And so all those times that I sat there and I cried and I shed a lot of tears, how did I get to this place? But first I had to acknowledge, and this is a tough one, I had to acknowledge that I had to take accountability of me getting there. I was broken. First you got to start with yourself, and that's the hardest thing to do. You can sit there and point fingers at everybody else, but first you got to look at yourself. I need to understand, how did I get to this place? I attached myself to broken people because I was broken. And so it was just a train wreck ready to happen. It wasn't a matter of how, it was a matter of when. Long story short, I got myself up and I began to forgive these people, and it was tough. She ended up doing 20 years in jail. He ended up doing a year and a half. And yes, I got justice, but here I am. Now I'm putting these pieces back together. I ended up getting all 4 of my children into college by myself, me and God. One of my son, DeAndre Hopkins, has been in the NFL now for 10 years. 10 years. He just signed his 4th contract. The power of God. I'm trying to tell you, but God, he will come through. That same little boy was 10 years old when they tried to take his mama's life.
Look at God.
You can't tell me God ain't real. You can't tell me that he don't exist. But first you have to start within those 4 walls when those tears are running down your face and you can't turn to nobody but God. I just want to encourage y'all today never to give up. Embrace your brokenness, because it first starts with you. I had to first embrace who I was, why I got to that place, and because you have to first understand that they couldn't have hurt me if first I hadn't hurt myself. And I'm not mad anymore. I'm actually excited about life. I'm excited about what I do, because I wake up now and yes, I have no sight at all. But when I was sitting there praying, I was asking God to give me sight. But God says, you know what I'm going to do even better? I'm going to give you vision. And the vision that I have now, oh, nobody can take away. I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know where, when I stand up, I stand in my truth. Nobody can take that away from me. I encourage each one of you, as you wake up tomorrow, think about that blind woman that said, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand proud. There's nothing that nobody could take away from me now. I get up and make my own choices and my decisions. I'm not walking behind a man with my head down. And if you are a sister, honey, you better know your worth. You better know who you are. And you better attach yourself to somebody that knows something about something. Because, baby, you are a beautiful, beautiful diamond. And let me tell you something. Somebody will try. Let me tell you about light. When light shines, a lot of people, I'm going to tell you, they'll try to dim it. You can walk around here and your light shines. See, you don't see your light, but other people see it. And they got two things. They either gonna try to help you or hurt you. And they'll try to attach yourself to your light. And you don't even know that you're shining. But then you wake up one day and you dim. You done poured out all this stuff into a man, and you didn't have it to give in the first place. That belonged to you. Hold on to what you have, sisters. Entrepreneurs, CEOs. I am a CEO of a corporation and a nonprofit. I have women in 3 states. And we advocate against domestic violence. And I go out and I've helped over thousands and thousands of women I've talked to, I pour into. I could be sitting home with my legs crossed doing nothing. But God said, no. He attached my purpose to my passion. And he took me out of my pain. He said, you are no longer pitiful, you are powerful. Baby girl, they thought you was a mess, but now you have a message. And so I sit up here, I do whatever I want to do. It doesn't matter. Because first I had to understand that I had to embrace my brokenness and understand that I was broken. First I had to start with myself. So let's start there. There's some things that you need to understand, that you're looking in the mirror and you think you're cute and you got your makeup on and your weave and your hair. And baby, all that's cute. It's so cute. But if your insides ain't right, if your inside's not right, today I know for a fact that my insides match my outside. I am more beautiful now than ever. I walk around, I say I'm beautiful blind, honey. Can't nobody take that away from me. The enemy, you should have got me when you had me. You messed around and let me go. So I just want to encourage. Come on, I just want to encourage you. I'm on fire. Let me tell you something. God got me exactly what He want me. Listen, and I'm going to keep on walking and talking until He take me home. Because I know that all of that had to align and happen for a reason. See, you're going to go through things. No one said life is perfect. We are going to go through things. That is, as sure as you wake up and put your feet on the floor, the enemy is coming for you. You better know and recognize who you are. Stand up in your purpose and understand and put on the full armor of God. And when He comes, understand that He can't, there's nothing He can do, because you are a child of God. You stand up every day and say, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. They may fall, but they cannot prosper, because I am a true child of the Most High God. And when you know who you are and you stand up and who you're supposed to be, I didn't know that then, but I know that now. And if I knew that then, they couldn't have did nothing to me. But I had to go through all of that. I'm going to leave you with this last story. My little girl, Shantara, she's 25 now. She came to me 2 years ago. We were going out to eat. I was ready to go out the door. She said, Mama, I said, what's wrong, baby? She said, I'm still going through it because I see you walking around the house holding on to things. And she said, it still bothers me what they did to you. And I know, Mama, you just walk around here. She said, you just be, you just doing what you want to do, and you act like it don't bother you. Well, I'm gonna let you know it bothers me. I said, sit down, baby. Let me tell you something. Because sometimes you got to sit them down. Now, I know she's 24, but you got to sit them down. I said, baby, let me tell you about your mama. I said, what if I had to be blind in order to get the attention of other people? What if God said, she's mine. I am going to put you in a place. I'm going to anoint you and appoint you for such a time as this, so that you can pour out to other people. But in order to get that attention, because sometimes if you just stand up and you cute and she cute and then but to be blind and to be a child of God and to still wake up and put one foot in front of the other as if you got 20/20 vision, and God has protected me and shielded me from everything, and I wake up every day. And so I told her, I said, what if I had to be blind to get the attention of others? I said, baby girl, you need to understand that this is God ordained. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change one single thing. That's when you know that you know that you know that the power of God is real. And so I don't question. I don't question. So many times I say, why? Why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? Why did my brother have to die? Why did I have to hold my brother? Why is this man beating on me and I get loved? Why do these men keep beating on me? What is it about me? Am I attracting fists? What is going on? But to the woman I am today, the woman that I am today, I walk around and I said, why not me? Why not me? Bring it on. Why not me? I had to go through all of that. And after that, it was like there was some healing that took place that day. And my baby girl, she is thriving now. It took her all those years to understand. I had to say, baby girl, weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And your mother is waking up every morning with brand new graces and mercies and saying, thank you, Lord, for being blind. Because that is going through it. There's somebody out there that is being abused. There is somebody out there that's sleeping in their car. There is somebody out there that's holding their head down like I used to do with tears running down their eyes, don't know where the next meal's coming from. And why is this, I'm trapped in this relationship and I can't get out. That's where I come in. Look at me. Why not me? Why not me? What makes me better than the next woman that is going through something? And this is why I told my baby, I said, baby, you don't understand. Your mother, it was put here to do just this. I wouldn't change one single thing. All the pain, all the surgeries, all the tears, all the pain. Today I say, why not me? Amen. Listen, I know my time is up, but I want to just have faith, the faith of a mustard seed, and just trust God. Trust God. Trust God. Just God. It just doesn't matter what it look like or what it feel like, but understand that God has you. Just trust God. Woo.
Y'all put your hands together.